Are you struggling to authenticate your Google Cloud Service account in Python? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, and today we're going to solve it together. I totally get it. You want to automate your project to upload a Google Storage JSON file to BigQuery, but authentication issues can be a real headache. It's frustrating when you feel stuck, especially when you're trying to streamline your workflow. Here's the situation. One user reached out saying they created a JSON key file for their service account, installed the necessary client libraries, and set the environment variable for credentials. Yet they still encounter an error when running their Python script. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this and find a solution. So, what could be going wrong? The error message indicates that the application cannot find the credentials. This often happens if the path to the service account file is incorrect, or if the environment variable isn't set properly. Let's break it down step by step. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that can save you time and frustration in the future. First, the user should ensure that the service account key file is correctly set up. This file is essential for authentication. The user needs to verify that the path to the JSON key file is accurate. Next, the user should confirm that the environment variable for Google application credentials is set correctly. This can be done by running the command in the terminal, replacing the placeholder with the actual path to the JSON file. After setting the environment variable, the user should test the authentication by running a simple Python script. This script will attempt to create a BigQuery client using the service account credentials. If the user still encounters the credentials error, they should check the permissions of the service account. The account must have the necessary roles assigned in Google Cloud to access BigQuery. Finally, if everything is set up correctly and the user still faces issues, they can refer to the Google Cloud documentation for further troubleshooting steps. This resource provides detailed guidance on authentication problems. Fun fact, did you know that the first service accounts were introduced to help developers manage permissions more easily? Now, they're a crucial part of cloud security. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach shared by another user emphasizes the importance of creating a new service account instead of relying on an old one. They mention that the default service account may not always be available in the future, which could lead to authentication issues. Let's take a look at an answer from another user. An alternative approach shared by another user involves setting the service account credentials directly in the Python code. They create a variable containing the credentials in JSON format and then use it to authenticate with Google Cloud. While this method works, it's important to note that displaying credentials directly in the code is not recommended for security reasons. Here's that quick tip I promised. Always keep your service account JSON file secure and never share it publicly. This will help protect your project from unauthorized access. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to authenticate your Google Cloud Service account in Python successfully. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks, and remember to keep experimenting with your projects.